A very good day to you. I'm Hank Gross, MidHudsonNews.com. It's Tuesday, February 22nd. The news today brought to you by the Galleria at Crystal Run. A retired Dutchess County deputy sheriff is seeking to make history as she seeks the Democratic nomination to run for sheriff. The law enforcement veteran became the first openly transgender person in the department's history after transitioning from a man to a woman in 2015. Jillian Hanlon told Mid-Hudson News she would seek the endorsement of the Dutchess County Democratic Committee. The 57-year-old served 24 years in the sheriff's office, retiring in 2021.
I have unrivaled experience, and I know that we're going to be able to take the sheriff's office into the future, a future of ethical and compassionate policing.
She will face acting Sheriff Kirk Imperati in the fall. Republican State Senator Michael Martucci will have a challenge this fall from political newcomer Michael Breen. He hopes to get the Democratic nomination for the race in a district that includes portions of the Hudson Valley and Catskills. Breen has been a community activist who believes he could bring much to the table.
Education is a big part of my policy and my issues, a big part of the campaign pillar. And I just feel at the end of the day, I'm a very well-rounded person. I know how to work hard. I'm great at collaborating, great at key decision-making. And I just feel like that's an important part in the leader in the community and anyone working within the government.
Both Breen and Martucci started and grew small businesses. Prior to running for state senate, Breen had filed the federal paperwork to challenge Congressman Sean Patrick Maloney in a Democratic primary, but said he realized he could do more for residents of the region by running for the state senate. Should the Newburgh City Police Department headquarters move from the Public Safety Building to an office building the city recently purchased on West Street, the fire department would remain in its current quarters, Mayor Torrance Harvey says. The police department section of the building is full of mold and ventilation issues, but the mayor says the fire department section is not that bad.
Our understanding is where the fire house is, that end of that building is it's so much better than the side where the police were. There is a plan to possibly do something different for fire and demo that entire building, but that's more of a long-term plan than a short-term one.
The public safety building was constructed in the early to mid-1970s. More news in just a moment.
Find over 100 retailers allowing you to spend hours shopping safely at the Galleria at Crystal Run. Enjoy the big brands and the diverse selection of family-owned stores all in one location. The Galleria at Crystal Run offers dining options for everyone with Fuji 110 Grill, Allen's Mediterranean Grill, and Peru Cuisine. Discover the Mid-Hudson Valley's premier shopping, dining, and entertainment destination, the Galleria at Crystal Run. For more information, follow us on Instagram, Facebook, or visit GalleriaCrystalRun.com.
Now that the Orange County Industrial Development Agency has approved Walgreens' request for $2 million in sales tax exemption on the purchase of $24 million in high-tech equipment, it looks like the company will lease space for a giant micro-fulfillment center on Route 300 across from the Newburgh Mall in the town of Newburgh. IDA Executive Director Bill Fioravanti says the project will bring 200 well-paying jobs to the region, including pharmacists and other health-related specialists.
Those 200 employees are going to be spending, money. They're obviously spending their paychecks, and they're going to be, even in lunch hour and such, frequenting stores and restaurants along 300 and elsewhere. So it's going to be a great benefit to the town.
Walgreens will be leasing space from developer Matrix, which has built other facilities in the area. The property had been slated for retail use, but several efforts for that concept never got off the ground. And originally housed the police and fire departments in City Court, the courts were moved into the restored former Broadway School building in the center of Broadway several years ago. One person is dead following an argument and fight that led to a stabbing in a residence on Maryland Avenue in Middletown Sunday night. City police identified the victim as 22-year-old Nicholas LaContena of Campbell Hall. About an hour after the 8:30 p.m. incident, police arrested the suspect in the stabbing, 23-year-old Houston Coppin of Middletown, in the town of Thompson. He was charged with murder. Police said it did not appear that there are any other suspects involved and no danger to the community. City police were initially called to 9 Maryland Avenue when they were flagged down by several people in an Acura who told them they had a passenger who had been stabbed in the chest. LaContena was rushed to Garnett Health Medical Center in Wallkill by Mobile Life Support Services ambulance, where he was pronounced dead. Police say it's believed the stabbing occurred as a result of an ongoing dispute between the two men. City police responded to yet another report of shots fired in the vicinity of Lent Street and Beamont Avenue in Poughkeepsie on Monday night. The latest incident occurred just before 7:30 p.m. on February 21st. City 911 received reports of shots fired in the vicinity of 51 Lent Street at about 7:20 and dispatched police to the area. Officers and detectives canvassed and collected several shell casings near the troubled house of 51 Lent. I'm Hank Gross, MidHudsonNews.com. The news today brought to you by the Galleria at Crystal Run.